Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lynn Marco, and today we're talking dreams. I've had my fair share of many different kinds of dreams. The only type of dream that I haven't had and that I won't be talking personally about is sleep paralysis. So I'm so grateful because hallucinating is one of my worst fears. Just seeing things that aren't there, it scares the living hell out of me. I have had a severe period of derealization, which, according to Wikipedia, derealization is an alteration in the perception or experience of the external world so that it seems unreal. So it basically means that you don't feel like the world is real. It's a really freaky thing, but I'm gonna tell you the story on how it happened, why it happened. So the first type of dream that I'm gonna cover in this video is lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is basically knowing that you're dreaming. It is walking around in a dream and being like, oh, this is a dream. I can do whatever I want. That's a lucid dream. And I have been lucid dreaming for my entire life. I still am. Not as frequently though, which is kind of sad because it's pretty awesome. And you know, in some lucid dreams, you are capable of doing anything. I have done pretty much everything you could imagine in my dreams. Like, I'm not gonna talk about certain things because, you know, because I want this video to be able to be on YouTube. I've done all of these like things that I just don't want to do or am too afraid to do in real life. So, you know, bungee jumping, jumping out of a plane. I've become president, you know. If I were to explain it, lucid dreaming is basically like walking around in a game. It's like if you were to actually be inside of GTA 5 or The Sims. You know, it's like walking around in a video game. And sometimes the only thing you can control is yourself and what you do. And the other people are like just players of the game. You can control what they do, but you can do things to them. They can also do things to you, if that makes sense. So the world is usually the world. Usually when I lucid dream, I just end up waking up in my apartment and realize that, oh shit, this is a dream, and then I go outside and do crazy things. Sometimes the dreams last for like weeks, like the time I became president. I didn't do that overnight. But sometimes it's just like a few hours, and when I wake up, I usually remember all of it. I usually remember really vivid details, and I write them down, which is why I remember so much this like far afterwards. When I start to alter things too much or change too much or become too aware of everything, that could wake me up. So usually I just walk around in the dream and I just go along with whatever happens. So that's lucid dreams. And then we have what I call lucid nightmares. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. But yeah, lucid nightmares are what it sounds like. You're aware that you're in a nightmare. And it's not like a normal nightmare where you feel like everything's real. You know, normal dreams, you think everything's real and then you wake up and you're like, oh, it wasn't. But lucid nightmares are where you know that what happens to you and what's going on isn't real. You know, you're in a dream and bad things may happen, but you can't wake up. So it's basically like actually being stuck inside a horror game or horror movie. And my god, that shit can be so disturbing. Because you know you're awake and you're trying to wake up, and that's the worst part. Trying to wake up in a dream and not being able to, man, that sucks. Oof, that sucks. But this dream expert, this one, I have learned a couple of tricks to wake myself up, and they usually work most of the time. But once I actually wake myself up from one of those dreams, I'm like terrified of going to sleep again. Yeah, lucid nightmares. one hell of a thing. So then we've got what I call inception dreams, probably because of the movie Inception, which is, by the way, one of the scariest movies ever, and people don't understand that. People that don't have those kind of dreams don't understand what that's like. So I'm here to explain it to you if you've never had an inception dream, or a false awakening, which is what they are called actually. So a false awakening is when you think you wake up. You might be in a dream trying to wake yourself up, as I have been many times. Then you think that you woke yourself up, you go about your day, you know, you might make breakfast, might go to your job or your school or whatever is going on in your life, I don't know. But then something just feels off. And you can't really put your finger on it until something really scary or really crazy happens and you're like, holy fucking shit, I'm still in a dream.
You dream me. Alright, so wake up, Styles. Wake up, Styles! Wake up! Wanna know what scares me the most? I'm not even sure this is real.
I've been living my life just to realize that this is a dream because something freaking terrifying usually happens. Like once I was just walking around, I was, you know, doing my thing, and I was walking into my kitchen and there was my mom with her back turned to me. And when she turns around, her face is some kind of like terrifying monster thing, and I just kind of shit my pants. I was so scared and I just woke up like every time I wake up from an inception dream or a false awakening, I get really paranoid that I'm still in a dream. So I do all the things to check. I, you know, try and read something, try and flash light into my eyes and kind of blind myself. I will count my fingers. Stop, it's fucking scary. I will do all of those things. I will look myself in the mirror, trying to scream, trying, you know, move crazily, just move around. And the crazy thing is, you can still be in a dream. Like sometimes my dreams have been like that. Sometimes I've been able to do those things in a dream. Which is so scary because that fucking means that this could be a dream, everything could be a dream, and I'm in the Matrix and everything is just fake and okay, don't put me in a psych ward. I'm not crazy, I swear. This is what led me to have a period of derealization. Like I wasn't sure that I was actually awake because I had had so many false awakening dreams that I just was not sure about anything. I had a period where I thought everyone in my life were like paid actors. I just want to say that this was before I ever saw the movie The Truman Show, and when I saw that movie I was like, oh, that's what I thought when I was younger. Like that's what I thought. I thought everyone's paid actors. I thought there was a camera everywhere, so I would behave constantly, not do anything weird, not even in private. I was just so sure that I was being watched by someone, everyone. I don't know, but that's not derealization, or is it? I don't know, it kind of is, kind of isn't. The world isn't real. Every single day when I woke up, I would be looking at my hands, counting my fingers, because in dreams you have more fingers usually. It is a way that I use to wake myself up sometimes, so I will count my fingers, you know, I will turn the light on, because here's the story. The scariest false awakening dream I've ever had. I had a lucid nightmare. I was doing something. Okay, this is so weird to talk about, but I was doing something with someone, and while we were at it, this is so weird, my family's gonna watch this video. whatever. I'm an adult. I'm 23 years old. Get a grip. I was in this dream with a person and we were doing something, and all of a sudden their face morphed into a different face. And I was like, I really don't want to be doing this with you, so I'm just gonna get out of here. That person didn't really let me. It was really scary, and because I had seen the face morph, I knew that I was in a dream. But you know, things still hurt. Things still are scary, even if you know you're in a dream, and if you know that nothing is real, everything still is scary as hell. And not being able to get away is freaky because you don't know what's gonna happen next. So anyway, I got away and I was running and I kind of hid in like a basement or something. And I remember sitting there doing everything to wake myself up. Like I tried to scream, I tried to move around, because if you move around a lot, your actual body might move, like in your sleep. I was moving around. And I looked at my hands and I had more than 10 fingers. I was kind of like sucked into what I thought was me waking up. So I was in my room and I tried to look at my phone, because that's the first thing I do when I wake up, because I usually turn off the alarm and stuff. So I looked at my phone and it was kind of like the light setting was at low. So it was really, really dark and I could barely see anything. So I tried to turn on my lamp, and again, the light was really, really dimmed and I could barely see anything. It didn't light up the room, it didn't blind me. And I tried to use like the flashlight on my phone. Again, didn't work. And everything was just dark. That's like when I felt like something is off. And I'm getting goosebumps again. And then I look to the end of my bed and I see something staring at me. It was kind of like, I don't know, some kind of bald monster creature looking thing. Had these really scary eyes and it looked at me. And then just as I was about to scream, it freaking jumped up and kind of like jumped onto me and tried to tear me apart or something, I don't know. But that's when I actually woke up in real life, because I started like flailing with my arms and I woke up. That was just one of the things that just shook me to my core, and I still cannot forget just the feeling of something is off and then something staring at me at the end of my bed. So yeah, that is my experience with false awakenings. Then we have daydreams, which I think most people have. It's not uncommon, but you know, your mind just wanders somewhere and you think about something else than what you're supposed to be thinking about. Usually, I don't know, for me happens when I study and it's really boring and you know, you have to reread the lines in the book and ugh, so annoying. And then there is sleep paralysis, and because I don't have my own experience with it, I'm just gonna read about it. But sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious but unable to move. So a fun fact about dreams is that the folklore creature called nattmara actually translates to nightmare. Natt, night, mara, mare. I don't know if that's where the word comes from, but the mare is a pretty ancient creature in like Norse mythology or like Scandinavian mythology and legends. But it is more comparable to sleep paralysis, because the nightmare or the mare sneaks into a bedroom of a sleeping man and sits on top of his chest and rides him. The fuck? Yeah, she sneaks into his bedroom, rides him, and when she does that, he becomes paralyzed and unable to move. And to me, that sounds just like sleep paralysis. Also, just normal nightmares was on this list, but yeah. So, normal nightmares, lucid nightmares, normal dreams, lucid dreams, daydreams, and false awakenings and sleep paralysis is what I would consider the type of dreams. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can subscribe to my channel because it's free. And if you do, then I will see you in my next video. Holla!